Plaintiff Robin Blair says the defendant is her son, and he's a severe alcoholic. Robin claims as a result of her son's addiction, he lost his job and his wife, and she's suing him for the cost of a car and emotional distress. Defendant James Travis says growing up, he and his mother moved around a lot, which was hard on him. James admits that he started drinking when he was 14, and he's ready to get some help.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
State your name, ma'am.
Robin Blair?
Sir?
James Travis.
All right, ma'am, you're suing your son for $5,000 for the cost of a car and emotional distress?
Yes, Your Honor.
Start with you.
Okay. My son is a severe alcoholic. He's 30 years old. He has wreaked havoc on myself and family and friends. And honestly, I would love to see him get some help as opposed to anything else.
How long has he been addicted to alcohol?
It's been a good 3-4 years now.
How was he before that as a younger man?
He was good. He spent most of his time studying, loved school, got himself a job when he was 17, worked his way up to a management position, and then the alcohol just took over, and he lost his job, he lost his wife.
Plaintiff Robin Blair is suing her son, who she claims lost his job and his wife due to his severe alcoholism.
Can you look at anything from the outside and form an opinion as to why he changed? And is it just you think it was recreational and then he just started drinking too much and became addicted, or is he covering some pain up? What?
I think it's a little bit of all of it. He started as recreational, and then it just started to take over. He blames me mostly for his alcoholism because he didn't know who his real father was.
And when did he find out something different than what he thought?
It was approximately 4 years ago.
Well, that's probably where his alcoholism is from then.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about that.
I was married to the one that he knows as his father. Mm-hmm. And we just had a really bad relationship, and his father would stray, and then I strayed once and I got pregnant. But then we wanted to work things out, me and his father, or not his biological father. Mm-hmm. But, we wanted to work things out, so I never said anything to him about who his biological father was. He always thought it was the same as his sisters.
And what made you tell him?
Actually, I didn't tell him. His sister did. They were down from New York one night, and they got into a heated argument, and she just happened to put it out. I guess her biological father told her about it.
And you thought he'd never find out?
No, I eventually was going to tell him. I just wanted to wait until he was, 17, 18, a little bit more mature.
No, I thought you said you told him 4 years ago, and now he's 30. He found out 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. My thought process is off with times. Mm-hmm. I wanted to tell him, I just never did.
Okay. And so you don't tell him. He finds out something that's very detrimental to him because you didn't tell him. He develops a problem, and he brings me to clean it up. All right, sir, you give me some background for me. I don't mean to be harsh, but that's what happens to me a lot. And that's what I'm, part of the job is educating and trying to rehabilitate and trying to help change lives. I prefer doing it by way of inspiration. Best I can do is convince people to get help, and hopefully we can do that today, ma'am, is convince him to get help if you think he respects me enough.
Oh, he will respect you enough.
Okay, because that's what it takes. The person has to respect the person that's giving them the advice or direction. If they don't respect you, then I can't get through to him. And you respect me, my friend?
100%. I respect you 100%, Your Honor.
Okay, good. Why don't you give me some background on growing up and why you ran into this recent destructive lifestyle in recent years?
Well, growing up, I mean, I think we can all speak on the fact that I don't think anyone has a pretty childhood for the most part, but I went through a lot, and I did start drinking at the age of 14.
What were you going through? You say you went through a lot in terms of what?
I moved around from a lot of different schools, a lot of different states.
With your parents?
With my mother alone. I don't know who my father is, but aside from that, I went through a lot of different states, and it was hard trying to like fit in all these different places. And one of the main places I stayed at was Houston, Texas. I moved down there with my mother when her and my stepfather, I guess, recollected whatever they had going on. And I was sent to a training school while I was down there. I went through a lot when I went to that training school. I'm not using that as an excuse, I guess, but I started drinking when I was like 14. This is hard to talk about.
Well, get yourself together while I go back to your mom, because this happens so much to me, and I can't help people if their parents aren't being
I got it.
clear. No, it's not you. I got to go back to your mom. She gave me a totally different impression. She told me you were fine. She said you were an excellent student, and now I'm hearing you were troubled all your life. And so I haven't been given the right impression about you.
Plaintiff Robin Blair is suing her son, who she claims lost his job and his wife due to his severe alcoholism.
I haven't been given the right impression about you from your mother, man. Why didn't you give me the correct assessment?
When we were in Texas, it wasn't a training camp. It was.
He said he was troubled. You said he was great as a kid. Which one is it? Let's just get past all this playing with words.
Pardon? I was great as a kid. I was great as a teenager. I grew up, I'm not a dumb person. I'm not stupid. I was definitely a very successful person in my young years, regardless of what my childhood.
No, it's not regardless. It's not regardless. When you're getting in trouble, you're not successful, sir. When you're living a destructive life, that is not success.
That's not success, and I agree,
right.
Your Honor.
So you said you were a very successful kid, and you weren't.
I was successful at one point.
Okay, when did you stop?
About 5 years ago.
Okay, so you didn't have a troubled childhood because you were fine until 5 years ago. Is that what you're saying?
I wasn't fine, but I wouldn't say fine is the word to say it.
All right, good enough. I'm not going to be confrontational, going back and forth with you all when you're really not ready to be honest at all, or you don't understand it. I can't give you an understanding of your lives. That's what therapists must do. We'll be glad to send you to that, because you all are even getting confrontational. He's looking all up in the ceiling, getting disrespectful. Your claim is dismissed. I'm going to hold you all in contempt. You for not being honest, and for him being disrespectful, because I'm telling you all, I'm not going to get engaged in a confrontation to get the truth. Have a good day. Good luck to you. We'll be glad to pay for therapy.
After the case, James took Judge Mathis up on his offer and went to rehab for 30 days. Now here's James in a Mathis moment to tell us how he's doing.
Hey guys, my name is James Travis. I'm making this video because I wanted to say thank you. About a year ago, I went online and I sent a random email out trying to get help for my alcoholism, and I ended up on the Judge Mathis show. After the Judge Mathis show, you guys ended up paying for me to go to rehab. I want you guys to know I am very, very, very grateful for each and every one of you that let me be on that show, let me be part of it, and let me go to rehab, because it has changed my life more than you could ever imagine. I'm close to a year sober now, and I wouldn't be a year sober if it wasn't for you guys helping me take that step and get into a good rehab where you guys sent me. Judge Mathis, I really want to tell you, you are an amazing person. You know, I want to apologize also, because when we were in the court session, at the end of it, I had rolled my eyes at you, and that was very ignorant of me, very stupid of me, and, you know, was very disrespectful, and I apologize for that also. I want to let you guys know, you know, it really means the world to me. So, you know, I don't know how many people would actually send the video back. I hope a lot of people do. I'm not really sure how many people do, but I can guarantee you know there's a whole lot more than just me that you guys have helped to feel the same exact way. It's probably a few that got the opportunity and blew it, but right here, you're looking at a survivor, and I wouldn't be able to be here without you guys. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I thank you, my family thanks you, my friends thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. The world needs more positivity in it like that.